There's a ceremony going on tonight at Kennedy King Memorial Park on the east side, a memory of one of the greatest speeches in American political history. It took place on this night in Indianapolis 48 years ago.
At the time, Martin Luther King Jr. had just been assassinated. Robert Kennedy would be the one to break the news to the city of Indianapolis. Kevin Rader joins us now with what it was like to be there on that night. Kevin.
Anne Marie, Abby Robinson was 24 years old that night. He's 71 years of age now. He remembers everything about that night and the life he's lived after it.
Abby Robinson has seen a lot of memorable things occur in this park. Today is the dedication of a basketball court. 48 years ago,
some very sad news
he was not a game.
all of you.
I wanted to see, was he really as genuine as I thought his brother was? And that night proved to me that he was.
Martin Luther King was shot and was killed tonight in Memphis, Tennessee.
Kennedy was told law enforcement could not ensure his safety if he went to that park in light of the assassination, but he went anyway and gave a speech from the back of a flatbed truck.
There is power in the individual, you know, and more so than the individual, the spirit and the positiveness of your message is right for the times, and he knew that he had to be here.
Indianapolis is one of the few cities in America where violence did not ring out that night. Robinson credits King's nonviolent message and Robert Kennedy's speech.
How meaningful those words were then, and how still meaningful they were to me then, and how they are to me now.
That historic night taught a 24-year-old Abby Robinson that he also had a role to play for his country. Now he works for the Indianapolis Parks Department, and he can see this memorial from the window at his desk. He was there today as Greg Silver laid down flowers at the site.
Robert was struck down as he won that California primary.
And I see the flowers come and say, well, now I know who does it.
What we need in the United States is not hatred.
I asked him if he remembered the speech.
What the United States needs is not violence
and lawlessness, but is love and wisdom and compassion toward one another.
So Kevin joins us live, and Kevin, I understand you had a personal connection to Robert Kennedy's speech yourself.
Well, April 4th, actually, he was here in 1968. 1 month later, May 2nd, he was in my hometown. I was a little 11-year-old boy, but I jumped up on the back of the train before it pulled off that day, and he grabbed my hand, and I held Robert's hand for several times when he kept yelling at me to let go. Finally, the sense took me over, and I realized as the age 11, the train was starting to move. I jumped off. Of course, a month later, he would be assassinated. It was a tumultuous time, Ann.